Athleisure wear, a trend that every single woman in the entire world can get behind because we're tired of being told we can't wear our sweatpants out in public. And now, gosh darn it, we can. So once you're done with your applause, let's talk about how we're actually going to be able to make it cool and not look like a frump when we're doing it, okay? A really important piece of athleisure wear is the elastic waistband or a paper bag waist, okay? So I'm showing you a pair of T by Alexander Wang, bright red, which is another trend on its own, high-waisted and tapered pants, okay? So it's really important that they're high-waisted because we want to be able to show off our waist, just like I've reiterated before. Whenever we have an oversized trend, it's really important that we still see our proportion underneath. So we're making room for our hip and making it a little bit loose and relaxed, but we're showing off our waist with a cinched elastic waistband. And we don't want to lose that. We're not going to cover this with some big sweatshirt. We're going to then show it off, okay? The way we're going to finish this is one of two ways. You can take your little novelty t-shirt and tuck it in and wear it back to a heel or a slide, okay? Or we can do it back to a new piece, which is going to be really important, a shrunken sweatshirt. A shrunken sweatshirt is for someone who's okay with showing just like maybe an inch of midriff. It's not going to show right away, but maybe when you're moving around, it's going to show. The t-shirt is going to be tucked in, so you're still going to see you're going to still get that cinch in the waist, but you won't have to worry about showing any skin, okay? I also love finishing this with a tailored jacket. So whenever we're doing athleisure wear, whenever you see Us Weekly or any celebrity that you love wearing this trend, usually they have one element of real clothes mixed with their athletic wear. So they're coming from hot yoga and they're wearing their really cool Veronica beard blazer over it. Or they're wearing the shrunken sweatshirt back to a little mini skirt like the hot pink one from Helmut Lang. So I love finishing this sweatpant off with a little pinstripe kind of summer weight jacket by Frame that's gonna really tailor you. And then we can go one further because we've added that element of formality into the look with doing a little sneaker. This is a little Steve Madden that has a peekaboo side and it's really, really athletic. So instead of doing like a Converse or something more preppy, we're really going for athletic looking shoes. If the sweatpants are a little bit too much for you, you can still do that same look that I was talking about with a more serious print in the same style pants. This is the same elastic waist, tapered leg pant in a little bit dressier fabric, a synthetic mix fabric. We could do this back to the same little blazer, the same little shoe, and the same t-shirt, okay? So it's all about the shapes that we're mixing in, and you can kind of change the fabrics and the prints depending upon your lifestyle and your comfort zone. Philip Lim did a fantastic job with this, and I just almost grabbed his entire collection to show you, but we might as well just shop it together when we go out for our spring update. I'm actually wearing a Philip Lim outfit right now. We've got a Philip Lim little skirt with a little peekaboo stripe button down and his little windbreaker vest, which I'm obsessed with. This is another little track pant by Philip Lim, and the reason why I picked this was because I felt that the pattern was a little bit easier to mix with different prints. So again, we could do the same thing with a stripe. We probably could get away with doing this with a navy gingham, and it's really, really high-waisted, so we could do it back to that same Philip Lim shrunken sweatshirt with a little bit of a 3/4 sleeve, or we could do it back to this T by Alexander Wang little shrunken t-shirt. I love the rolled shoulder, so if this shirt maybe is too repetitive for you and you already have something similar, I would encourage you to maybe change the sleeves. So maybe you get an older black t-shirt that you don't get a lot of wear out of, cut it off and tack those sleeves up so you can get that same look. The reason why I like this shirt so much is because it has these really nifty little pull tabs. So you can make this shirt as long or as short as you want to, depending upon which pant or which skirt or which dress you're wearing it over. So that's going to give you a lot of play, and it's going to be able to change depending upon where that waist sits for the season, okay? I also love my outfit because of the windbreaker. This is a little sleeveless windbreaker, which is going to be, again, another subgenre trend. Windbreakers are going to kind of almost replace the bombers from fall, and it isn't alone. So this actually came underneath this leather jacket. So this Philip Lim piece is kind of a 2-for-1. So what I like is that the jacket's cropped and oversized, kind of mimicking the oversized sweatshirt, or the shrunken sweatshirts. Nice big sleeve, nice open finish, but the windbreaker is actually meant to sit underneath it. So now we get 2 pieces for the price of 1, and you get this built-in layer if you wanted to. So it kind of does that look for you. If this is too literally athleisure, we can always do it in a little bit more of an elevated style. I love the paper bag short, so it's great for any woman who wants to have maybe a little bit of a longer short and thinks that like the jean shorts are cut off too short or whatever. This style of short is going to give you naturally a little bit more length. It's not going to be very fitted, so you're going to have a little more movement. And the reason why it's able to be a little bit longer is because it really cinches and exaggerates your high waist. So this is going to sit nice and high in your waist, give you a little more movement, and we can put it back to a really energetic striped top. We could do it back to my same little star t-shirt by Kern Elliott. You could do it back to anything you want, and because it's a little bit dressier, we could pair it back to a loafer or a heel or a little like single strap slide. We don't necessarily have to do the head to toe with a sneaker, okay? In accessories, in the accessory world, the backpack is still very important, so this is a little element of athleisure wear. It's great for travel. Stella McCartney kind of solved the issue that everyone was having about carrying their backpack on their shoulder, so instead of always carrying it on your back, you have the choice of doing it as a shoulder bag or changing the straps and wearing it as a backpack, so that's kind of interesting. And I know I'm going to be really popular for saying this, but fanny packs are back in. Okay, so this is not the fanny pack that your dad wore in the 70s or the 80s. This is going to be a more modern fanny pack. I chose it in just solid black because I thought it was a little bit more easier to digest, but just be prepared. You're going to see more of these in the future. I could wear this with my outfit as is around my waist to cinch my waist, okay? Or a really great way for you to be able to start wearing it in a more modern way would be to do it as a crossbody. So here's a more interesting way for you to be able to take that retro trend, make it your own. Everyone who sees you doing this is going to realize that you are a child of the 80s and are not going to be able to do that trend right away, but this is going to be a way for you to be able to introduce that in. And honestly, it's incredibly functional, so it'll be great for travel. Have fun with this trend. Realize this could be like kind of a lifestyle style, so when you're out at the gym, think about elements maybe that you could bring. So are you going to go from yoga and take your little Philip Lim windbreaker vest, throw it on over your already worked out in clothes, and then go to the Costco afterwards? This is going to be a great real life kind of scenario. So think about elements and accessories that you can add in to your real life that you're able to make you more trendy. So when you bump into that person at the grocery store, they think, God, I wish I looked like that after I worked out. Have fun.